day before.
The day before, or right straight through to Monday, right? You're not leaving till Monday, right? We are.
What to say? No, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh, you're leaving tomorrow. Why did I
Yeah.
I don't know why I had maybe because that's when because you weren't going to be here Monday. That's what
I put it on the calendar as like out of the office on Monday.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it was. Anyway. GM. Yeah, we are here. This is our last show before Adrienne leaves me for a while. And we're excited because she's taking off tomorrow. So she's completely not really here. She's already gone. But it's okay. So let's try and get some folks in here for your last show.
I'm going off the grid, people.
Before you go off the grid.
So I think I'm gonna I wanted to delete apps off my phone. You know, we talked about this before. Last time I went, I had no cell phone service. Now we've got Starlink, so I guess technically I could be connected, but I don't want to be.
Yeah, but do you want to be?
Apps.
Yeah,
at least let the family reach me if they need, but I'll delete apps off my phone. But I'm having a panic attack about my Babymon.
That's hilarious. You didn't get it?
I can't get it.
It's too much.
I can't train it fast enough. I'm not going to make
it. We need a Babymon sitting service. Matthew Fox, we need Babymon sitting so that she could just transfer it to me. I could take care of it, send it back, something like that.
I thought maybe I needed a few more days. So I actually thought, I'm like, well, I'll be in the airport. I could be training my Mon.
What's it at? What level?
And then I was like, would I spend a few dollars on my Mon? Like, just kill it. I'll just buy a full-grown Clankermon when I get back.
There is a quest that you can claim if your Babymon dies. So there's a bonus.
What does that give me?
I don't know. It gives you some stuff. I can't remember.
As we're talking, I'm gonna go train my Mon.
Go train it. So, and while you're doing that, I'm gonna go start the show for real. So we'll be back in 40 seconds. Welcome to GM Farcaster, bringing you everything from breaking news to spicy memes to the deep lore shaping this vibrant digital community. More than just a show, GM Farcaster is your digital third space where the community connects, the stories unfold, and the culture thrives. Whether you're a daily caster or just dropping by, we've got the latest buzz to keep you plugged in. So grab your coffee and let's dive in with your hosts, NounishProf and Adrienne, for another episode of GM Farcaster. GM Farcaster. It is Friday, August 5th, and you are here with NounishProf and Adrienne. No, September 5th.
You just said August.
Start over.
Do over.
It is Friday, September 5th, and you are here with NounishProf and Adrienne for 29 minutes of Farcast news to start your day. And that might be all Adrienne's got for us because she's like, I'm so done. I'm so gone. Out of here. So yeah, go. Did you check on your Babymons? Did you alert everybody that we're live?
You lost a Clankermon.
No, I didn't lose. So I thought I did. I did. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we're playing Clankermon. I failed the dungeon, but I guess I had enough health that it didn't completely die.
Okay.
So I thought that's exactly what was going to happen. So that was good. I was a little nervous, but it's okay.
Glad.
It's okay. It's still alive. I just had to heal it, and I have plenty of healing things, so I just healed it up. So it's all good. So now I'm more inclined to send it into more dungeons. But the other thing that opened up, and I think we have a cast about this somewhere, but we didn't get to that yet. We kind of jumped ahead. You get the quests are back open, and there's different quests for different things. So that's what I was talking about. Like you get something if you bury a Babymon. You get like stuff even if you fail a dungeon. You get a little bit of like XP or whatever, and it helps you level up and all that stuff. So there are like as you level up, that means you get more energy and stuff like that. So things move quicker. So there's benefits to all that. So it's fun. I did not think I would enjoy it as much as I am because it's just not, I've never played anything similar and never had any interest, but for some reason I'm captivated. I'm training my mons every day. I'm on like a pretty good streak right now.
If I didn't love Matthew Fox and Eric as much as I do, I would hate them.
It's so funny that your biggest concern is not your children, but your Babymon. The kids will be fine. The Babymon, on the other hand, I'm very concerned about. So we need Babymon daycare. All right, let's actually dive into some news. We've got some things. This was just funny. I was scrolling Instagram, which I rarely do, and this popped up. This was on Instagram, but from apparently they show things from Threads on the Threads account or whatever. And it said, I hate when people text me GM. Well, Googly Moogly to you too. So that is now going to be my new greeting to you all is Googly Moogly. It's no longer GM. And then someone dared, who I do not follow and I will not follow, dared to drop into my replies and say, oh yeah, I always say good morning. I hate GM too. I'm like, oh no. How dare you? What were you thinking? Anyway, moving on. Oh, by the way, NetNose, I think I got it figured out. I know you'll feel good about this. NetNose has been in my DMs. Like, I love you, NetNose, because this has been so funny. He has been in my DMs trying to help me with my tabs and the new tab groups and all this, and going, no, what you need to do is close. So he's been like, it's very sweet, and I appreciate it.
It's very nice.
I think I've got it figured out now.
And also shout out NetNose, who's the one who kind of guided me to getting the mint button to work in our mini app.
So shout out NetNose. All right.
Yeah.
I got to remember to tag him because he's not in any of my tabs. NetNose. You're the best. You're the best. So thanks. Thanks if you're watching. And I think he probably is, just to see if I'm struggling again today. This from Dan, who's been casting like a maniac. Back on the leaderboard.
He's locked in.
It's locked in. It's September, and this man is logged in. Improved filtering for trending tokens is live. Sort, filter by age, volume, market cap, buyers, chain, launch platform, liquidity, and more. So very cool. I'm assuming we have Sloke to thank for that. So thanks, Sloke. But that is very cool. I have been enjoying the improvements to like the token pages, all these little things that are actually really cool and even are more useful than traditional wallets. Like don't even have some of these things. So it's like, wow, you guys are really stepping it up. So appreciate that. This was interesting. So this happened yesterday. This was Shaw Makes Magic jumped on with Linda for a live stream to talk about Eliza OS sort of moving to Farcaster as their home. And if you missed it, you can find it on Pine Tree as well as on Twitter on the Farcaster account. I assume that's where it would be. So you can go check that out. So did you end up watching it?
I did. Well, most of it. I had it on while I was prepping dinner last night. I saw you recast it. I saw Linda cast it, and I was like, oh, I did want to hear it. So I turned it on while I was prepping dinner.
And I loved your did I grab your cast? It was really funny. I don't think I did, but it was really funny because you were like, basically, Shaw, I don't like you, but
no, that's not what I said. Is that how it sounded? I didn't. No, I was like, I wasn't even trying to be funny.
Something about the shit posting or something like that. It was just a funny, it was a good point.
I said I wasn't even critical of.
Yeah,
I'm not critical of him. I don't know him.
I know.
I don't either. Of Big Booby AI 16Z avatar when it came out because that's all I saw, and I was like, not for me. I'll move on to the next project, and that's all. That's what I've been critical of.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know him. I don't even know the project.
Right.
I don't, but
yeah, we don't know enough about it. But that's so funny. It was just funny the way it came off. But yeah, so you did listen.
I am critical of, and listen, when he came to Farcaster, I said, welcome, like, whatever. I'm critical of shit posters who only shit post. Like, it's boring. I've seen it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's all you're going to do.
Well, I think sometimes people come over with their Twitter energy, right? And this is some things work like that, work very well on Twitter. That's how you get attention. That's how you cut through the noise. I totally get it. It works less so on Farcaster unless it's done at sort of an, I would call it like an elevated level. I don't know. That's not the right word. And I don't mean to make it sound like, fancy, but like you have to just do it a little bit better. Like it just doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, cause we've been here a while, we've seen it, and it's like, we expect a little bit more from you.
Obviously, right. And there's a reason shitposting works. It's because people tend to be kind of too, and by the way, I have my favorite starter pack is called Sarcasters.
Yes.
Which is, it's people who I find who tend to be dry, witty, maybe veering on shitposting sometimes, but they're not mean. Like they're just they're funny. It's like you do it well. Anyway.
That's the difference, I think, is there's a meanness sometimes in shitposting over on Twitter. Like you got to drop that part of it. It doesn't work well. So yeah.
Anyway, so what I said to so I watched the live stream, and it was great. I mean, this is why I'm such a fan of long form conversations too. And it's because you get to see people are way more multidimensional. And he obviously he talked about the story of creating Eliza OS and it's like open source agent framework. So guess what? We like open source. We like open source values. And then he talked about how he, wanted to really, I think, help the X engineers like integrate agents into X. He was hanging out with them, like
that was interesting.
And then they ghosted him and then like kicked him off. Like it's so. Oh, by the way,
then Grok appeared or something. I was like,
he said he tried to create a horseback riding outing with the X engineers. Did you hear this?
Oh, I missed that part. I missed something about horseback riding.
So then I'm like, oh, now you're speaking my love language. Let's go riding horses. You can create all the AI. I loved it. Anyway, so it was, I thought it was just a good conversation. And
I thought it was too. I was really impressed. There was a couple funny things. So at the very beginning, the thing he was describing was an agent game, and it sounded just like DX Terminal. And I was like, that's like, have you heard of DX Terminal? Like, I mean, it was just weird. I was like, okay, but that sounds just like
it was he was like, what if we simulated all these agents and they all just talk to each other? And I was like, oh, that was DX Terminal. But he was also talking about it happening on the feed more publicly.
Yeah.
But even still, I wouldn't.
But it was like, it was a very similar concept because it was, you were trading fake things. That was the other part of it. So it wasn't like taking it to the next level or something. So it was interesting. The other thing that was funny was somebody dropped into my DMs and was like, how do you feel about Linda taking your job? And I'm like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, we everyone's allowed to stream. It's really not a big deal.
How dare she?
I'm like, how dare she not even ask us for permission or anything? Like,
what? How dare she try to get more people on Farcaster who will want to watch Farcaster news?
How dare she? It was really funny.
Sweet. That's like, sweet.
It was sweet. It was really sweet. But I was just like, it's fine. Like I'm actually enjoying it right now. Like,
hold on, I'm too busy watching Linda streaming. I can't respond to your DMs.
Sorry, I was busy being in this interesting conversation. So anyway, it was really good. Go check it out if you missed it. I thought it was very interesting. I'm now very curious to see what they actually end up doing. Some of this, I have this little bit of like hesitation. I don't know what the word is, but caution. Only because, if all of a sudden they get access back to Twitter, is that going to change their game plan? Which, I would think it probably would, because obviously that's larger distribution. So I don't know. Well, I'm cautiously optimistic to see what they bring to the table. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So, well, he did talk a lot about that, right? Kind of Farcaster as like the small community of high signal and good, but Twitter being town square, and that's where distribution is and the masses. And And I don't know if you pulled any of these. We obviously had some conversations on the feed yesterday about Twitter versus Farcaster, where people are. And it's like, you can have these conversations today and have a very intellectually honest conversation about where you should be spending time and why. But for so many of us, the reason we're on Farcaster isn't because of where we are today. It's because of where we're trying to get to and like the future you want to create. I'm a big fan of Elon's, as we've talked about in the past, but I am not a big fan of having any one person be the dictator and an arbiter of information or truth,
arbiter
or
of algos.
And I feel very strongly about that. Oh yeah, and that's what the other thing I was saying just about Shaw's stream is. He just made a very logical and kind of clear case for why decentralization when it comes to
decentralization and why Farcaster.
Yeah.
And so for those who missed that part of it, like they were basically, thrown off Twitter. They're now suing Twitter. So that's, what sort of prompted this shift to they're going to start spending more time at Farcaster. But honestly, for what they're building, it is the best place to do that right now. Just because everybody has a wallet, flat out. That's accessible and easy and all that stuff. So technically, I guess everybody has a wallet on Twitter, but that's a little more complicated.
And Telegram.
Yes, everywhere. And we'll get into more of that too in just a bit, because there's lots to talk about the many wallets we'll all have. So moving on.
And I'm just curious if you're in our chat, I'm curious what other people thought if they watched the stream.
Yeah, if you watched, let us know what you were thinking. Yeah, I'm very curious too. It was good. It was a really good conversation. Definitely recommend you check it out. Okay.
Right. This was it. Like, so X invited him in to be like, oh, you're doing agents too. Let's talk. He's saying he used all the information and then banned him. It's like you turn him into a martyr. Right? Like it's classic. So all right.
Yeah. Streisand effect. Okay, moving on. We have Tempo. So this is from Henry, and he's quote-casting Matt Huang from Paradigm, I think. So Henry from Privy. Payments is an essential and complex use case that crypto doesn't serve well enough yet. Excited to see Matt take this on with tempo.xyz. More focus on payments, execution in crypto is good. There is so much to build. And this was a quote-cast of this. Introducing Tempo, but by the way, not sure this is actually owned by Tempo.
Oh, did he copy and paste from Twitter?
I'm guessing, but I think this is like a abandoned account, so it may end up being them soon, but interesting. But it was funny. So this cat, I don't think is Tempo.
But decentralization.
Yeah, we'll see. A payments first blockchain incubated by Stripe and Paradigm. As stablecoins go mainstream, there's a need for optimized infrastructure. Tempo is purpose-built for stablecoins and real-world payments born from Stripe's experience in global payments and Paradigm's expertise in crypto. To ensure Tempo serves a broad array of needs, we're excited to be working with an incredible group of initial design partners, including Anthropic, Coupang, Deutsche Bank, DoorDash, Leadbank, Mercury, Nubank, OpenAI, Revolut, Shopify, Standard Chartered, Visa, and more. Tempo's payment-first design includes predictable low fees, payments, gas, and any stablecoin via enshrined AMM. This is why I'm reading this whole thing. Payments first UX, dedicated payments lane, memos, access lists, etc. Opt-in privacy, scale, 100K plus TPS, sub-second finality, EVM compatible, built on Reth, which I'm not even sure what that is. Excuse me. Tempo eases the path to bringing real-world flows on chain, such as global payouts, pay-ins, and payroll, embedded financial accounts, fast and cheap remittances, tokenized deposits for 24/7 settlement, microtransactions, agentic payments. We're building Tempo with principles of decentralization and neutrality that includes stablecoin neutrality. Anyone can issue a stablecoin, and any stablecoin can be used for payments/gas. Independent and diverse validator set with a roadmap towards a permissionless model. Tempo is now in private testnet, and then some information about building with Tempo. So this led to a lot of discussions. I'm going to just hit a couple more quick things and then we'll chat more about this. This is from Debbie, been less than 2 months since joining the Stripe crypto family. Proud to have played a small part in relaunching the Stripe crypto site, featuring not just Privy, but also Bridge and now Tempo. So you can check it out there. And this from Ted, excuse me, who is also at Privy now, just to make sure everybody knows that. If you're asking, why do we need another chain? Some of you. Then I implore you to read Liam's.eth's post on why he joined Tempo and see if it changes your perspective. Sharing a snippet, but the full read is 100% worthwhile, also worth reading. And there's another link there. So it goes on. And so the big thing that she highlighted was, so Tempo is an attempt to build those rails from scratch. It is leveraging over a decade of research and development by the best in the industry and is being built in partnership with the largest payment gateway and payment processor on the internet. One other relevant cast from Dan. Reminder, the vast majority of users don't care about decentralization. Developers do, and a minority of ideologically principled users care. But the much bigger market is solving user problems. And if you don't have enough users, developers will be willing to tolerate your centralization. And then also this from Dan. A lot of crypto people seem to think being first to build something entitles you to collect rent from everyone else who comes later. People are only willing to pay rent if it gives access to attention, distribution, potential revenue. Okay. So there was a whole bunch more casts all related to this. So this is like the high level. Because what it came down to, the discussion was, why build another L1? We've got enough of them, is basically what people are thinking. Like, why not just build an L2? Why go this route? And I think, some of those casts explain it. There's a lot more detail in there. But the bottom line is they want to build something that is tailored to their needs. That's how I understand it. Mm-hmm. Thoughts?
Just in general.
I know it was a lot. It's a big data dump.
Mostly, I think it's awesome. Like, I think it's great for crypto. I think it's great for blockchain. I love seeing Stripe go all in on crypto. Like, you have, so I think it's super cool. I think I kind of had made, I made a joke about, on the timeline about it, but I feel like, yes, there's my joke.
I'm like, I think I pulled that. I forgot I had it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool, blockchain.
Payments, request access.
It's private.
It's private.
You have to ask for permission.
You have to ask for permission. Yeah, exactly.
So I was kind of thinking, well, what does blockchain even mean anymore? Like, what does it mean to be a blockchain, obviously? So I guess it's like there still is, you're incrementally better than where you were before. So this is now different organizations that are coordinating global payments that agree to have a open, public, it's like, I guess decentralization being a spectrum, right? So if it's not owned and controlled by any single one entity, and different payments, global payment entities are going to coordinate around a open database that uses blockchain in terms of kind of like the the, what do you call it? Just like the stacked blocks, and you're not like, that's a really good thing for people. Like, that's better than the past. That's better. So I think it's awesome.
Fees wise, it's going to be better for anyone taking payments. Like, if you're a small business or something like that, you're going to be saving on credit card fees, which means consumers are going to be saving money. Like, that's good all around. Like, to me, the big thing that, so the one thing that would have made me push back on this is if we had a new token, if we couldn't use existing stable coins, then I would have a much bigger concern about this. But the fact that I can use USDC, that satisfies those of us who are already here. But we also know that there's a ton of new stable coins coming. Like the freaking state of Wyoming is issuing a stable coin. Like, so you want to be able to tap. It's very smart of them to want to tap into all those things because they're meeting people where they are. So there might be people who come in and they have no stable coin, they have nothing, and they could use whatever, stable coin Tempo decides to create if they do. But those of us who have existing aren't going to be worried about that. By the way, can I just crack up? I think Zal is behind because, sometimes he comes in a little bit late and he'll start from the beginning and he hasn't quite caught up because he's talking about Eliza, and I just thought it was funny.
Hi, Zal he was also here in the beginning though. Maybe he stepped away and came back.
Maybe he had to step away to catch up or something. I just thought this funny. I'm like, I think you're a little behind there, buddy. So yeah, so I also get the concerns around, feeling like, oh, centralized blockchains, but also if it's public, it's still going to be public. So if I understand correctly, I assume, and that to me is like, that's all good. So I don't know. I think it's like I don't think it's a bad thing. And what I thought was really cool is that we have so many people who are directly involved in this, casting on Farcaster about it, like, and having the conversation there,
Yeah.
So that to me was really amazing. And I loved seeing that. And there was, some very, not deep is not the right word, but like thorough or, conversations happening. Like there, it wasn't just surface level. It was, some really good stuff. So
yeah.
I was happy to see it.
Agreed. And I guess I just look at things through like when news happens, like, does that mean more or less people will use crypto in the future?
Yes, that's a great point.
And if it's more, then yay. So,
and it's definitely, and this to me was always where this was going. Like, this is the obvious use case. It's the obvious player to be diving into this. We know that, Cash App is Bitcoin only. Like they're, Jack Dorsey's never going to, expand beyond that, I don't think. So it makes a lot of sense for Stripe to kind of pave a lane here and dive in. And the fact that they're also working with Shopify, I thought was very interesting because Shopify has already enabled or is going through the process of enabling USDC payments. So, I think this is all good news in my mind. And it seems like they got a crack team working on it too, which is nice to see with a lot of crypto experience.
Yes. So one of my favorite Substack newsletter writers joined. So
really?
There's Simon Taylor, who writes FinTech Brain Food. He writes like a weekly FinTech newsletter, and shout out, like, he claims he's still going to keep doing it. So bravo. But he writes an amazing newsletter that I like, and I'm not super into FinTech, but he writes it in ways that's accessible to anyone. Like, so if you're interested in, and it's really, it's a FinTech one, but naturally he ends up covering a lot of crypto because a lot of the digital transformation and FinTech transformation ends up falling on crypto. He did join Farcaster a while ago, and he was a little bit active, and then he stopped being active. Come back. But anyway, so I saw he joined as well.
Oh, cool. Can you drop a link to his Substack if you've got a second?
Will do.
Just because now I'm interested. I want to go check it out. Very cool. All right, moving on. A couple funny things and then a few builder things. This was just funny from our friend Mike.eth, my bags vibing in my base wallet. And I just thought this was really funny. This is what my bags look like as well, Mike. So I almost use this as a background, but I wasn't sure it would translate
where was this picture taken?
I don't know. That is a good question. I wasn't sure if it was Warsaw. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's really cool. Oh, that was funny. So Mike, thanks for the pic. I love it. And this from Nikki, instead of asking, Adrienne, get ready. Instead of asking when token, we should be asking why token. This was supposed to be right after that last discussion. And I love this from Julie below that. When token, why token, no token, which farm, when airdrop, when NFT, which token, why crypto, when altcoins, when is it over, when on-chain adoption. I think that's where we are right now.
What would the token do? 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 What would the token do?
Sorry.
That's it right there. So that is the question of the hour. What would the token do? Yeah, not just when, but why. So thank you for that. FinTech brain food. Okay, cool.
Anyway, I saw that. I was like, Nikki, are you new here? We've been saying.
You new here?
By the way, I went to find Simon's newsletter. He's no longer on Substack, by the way.
Oh.
He switched to Beehive, but fintechbrainfood.com.
Okay.
So
cool. Well, now he needs to switch over to Paragraph. So just saying. Time to move again. This from Rocket Man introducing Cobuild teams. So Rocket Man, who was on with us last week, this was something he sort of teased, but it wasn't quite ready yet. So now it is. So don't have a creator coin, want to support your favorite project? Now you can. So what this means is when people are using Cobuild and they're set up, they'll now buy whatever the token is that you have set in Cobuild as a team. So you can choose Better, for example, and make Toady Hawk very happy. Or you could choose QR and make Jake very happy, one of those. And what that means is people will be buying that token when they like your post. So nothing coming out of your wallet, only helping your bags. So very cool. Good to see. This from our friend Cassie. This is very long. So I'm going to just read a little bit because Cassie has been very quiet and we've missed her. So this is really
had a cast in.
It's been a minute. Like she she just started replying again fairly recently. And then this is the first cast. So hi, Farcasters. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Some of y'all have tagged me in posts wondering where I've been. What happened? We've been cooking. The team at Equilibrium has been hard at work in building out that future I've been talking about, and you're about to be in it, whether you're an ETH Maxi, enlightened WQuell champion, or a no coin enjoyer. So I've come back to show you what that all means. Let's start with Q. After many, many long nights, the sacrifices that have come to a 4 as a long-awaited 2.1 is undergoing the final battle testing to ensure the upgrade continues without a hitch. A massive parallel network with secure computation at the core, a place where the cypherpunk dreamers don't have to sacrifice their privacy or performance or cobble together broken solutions to launch groundbreaking applications. A platform where all communication is private by default, where it's harder to break a user's privacy than do the right thing and protect it. So this goes on and there's a lot to unpack. So I'm going to let everyone dive in, but I'm going to recommend this link will be in our show notes. Go give it a read, learn more about Equilibrium, and we have to get Cassie on at some point when you get back. I want to wait till you get back so you can do the technical questions. Can you maybe, I know you've looked into this a little bit more than I have. Can you just explain a little bit more about what it is she's building, what kind of applications this is going to take the place of, that kind of stuff, while I pull up our next group of links?
Well, the first time she had always described it was she always said it was like a fully decentralized, cryptographically secure AWS.
Yes.
And AWS is, you think of just cloud, cloud infrastructure. So running workloads in the cloud, but that's kind of, that was how it was described. I know when we've talked to her in the past, maybe like the first thing she was doing was really like a messaging app.
I think she called it a decentralized Discord too, was another.
Yeah, but it was just like, yeah, maybe that's fully, but And she had released an app on top of it that
Right.
I don't know if you ever downloaded it or play. You're not even
I
downloaded, it
didn't.
was just web-based. But
I didn't. So I
right.
don't know. Like, yeah, that's why I was like, let me have Adrienne talk a little more about it. So it seems like now it's going to be even much bigger, like to be able to be building upon it. So that'll be interesting. And her, the big sort of like she talks about the cypherpunks. She talks about like privacy is a big part of this, and also protection from censorship is a big part of this. So yeah, there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle that are kind of playing into it. So yeah, I'm really interested to see this sort of come to life. And I'm getting all of our other links ready here too. But yeah, very exciting. So glad you're back, Cassie. It's good to see you. And let's dive into some other builders. We have a few other things happening. Rainbow came out with something new. They had a new app icon that you can mint as an NFT and then add it as the icon to your app, like on your phone. Which I cannot figure out how to do that part, but I did mint this, so it was really cool. It wasn't showing up for me for some reason, but very cool. And this is designed by Furla. It's just a new groupie looking rainbow, and it's really cute. But even this cute little animation was so nice. So very cool. So go check out Rainbow and get your new rainbow from Yawn. It's very cool. This from Paragraph. We're building Paragraph APIs and a developer SDK. What would you want to do with Paragraph data? Some things we're thinking of. Display all your posts elsewhere. Fetch a publication by wallet address. Add subscribers to your newsletter. Trade all Paragraph coins. So anything else you can think of, Adrienne, that you would want to see like outside that would use like an API? I can't think of anything, but cool to see this.
Yeah.
So if you guys have ideas, go bring it on over to Colin. This from
also
yesterday.
such a classic. By the way, that's such a classic. Like I can't think of anyone who's building a newsletter or kind of a blogging, writing platform that thinks in terms of APIs and composability. So I think it's just like coming, it's like when you're crypto native, just you immediately think of Legos.
Yeah.
And wanting to focus on developers. So it's like I have no idea what people will build or what that turns into, but I think it's interesting.
Very interesting. And I'm very excited to see what people come up with because oftentimes I can't think of anything. And then it'll be something like so obvious that I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah. That's great.
Oh, well, I just sent you, I don't know if you saw Joan Westenberg casted something this morning about like just some evergreen simple advice. But one was like, it was stop giving away power to platforms was essentially it. So it was like, if you have a company, have your own website, publish everything there, direct everyone to your website and collect emails. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, because we have a website, but we streamed mostly to YouTube and Twitter, and we're putting our NFTs on pods and we write to Paragraph. And I think all of these, I want to use all of the tools in the ecosystem and pull it together. But even that, like from a user perspective, like if someone wants to get our newsletter, it's like, oh, go sign up over here on this app. But there's no reason why we can't build that experience directly in gmfarcaster.com. Oh, you want to see our latest?
We should be able to embed. Yeah, we should be able to embed them. That.
Yeah. So I'll do that through an API. All right, I just found something I'll work on.
There we go. Now
Thanks,
she has a project. Now she has a new project. Fantastic.
Yeah.
This from Jacek. ETH Warsaw has been wild. Nonstop crowds at the booth. Tons of people curious about what we're building, and all the t-shirts we made for the event are already gone. Shout out to Zonda Crypto Girl in all purple and everyone who stopped by to say hi. Hat stays on. And I think I saw another post this morning that Jacek was going to be speaking today at 3. which might be right now. I have no idea. I don't know what time it is in Warsaw, but could be right now. It could be done already. I have no idea. But if you're at ETH Warsaw, go look for them. Very cool. Saw a few other people posting things from there. So very cool to see. And speaking of events, ETH Denver is a week earlier than normal.
It is right now. It is 3 o'clock. It is 3:10.
It is 3 o'clock in Warsaw.
Poland,
Okay, go watch Jacek if you're in Poland. And then we're already thinking ahead to ETH Denver. So this came out yesterday or the day before. ETH Denver is a week earlier than normal and going to be in a new location this year. It's not really a new location. So it's a new building at the same location. So it's a new facility. Yeah, it's still at the Western Conference. It took me a while to figure it out.
Okay.
Still
was that in the email? I misunderstood.
No, it was very misleading. But I kept looking at the picture of the building, and I'm like, that still feels like it's near Western Conference. And then I did a reverse image search. Anyway, they redid. I remember them talking about there was a big improvement thing that was going to happen, and it's supposed to be finished this month. So by the time February rolls around, we'll be in the new facility, which is supposed to be better, but the same location. So just FYI. And I guess they redid some of the parking and some of that stuff too. So all of that stuff's supposed to be better, but same location. So main event's going to be February 17th to 21st. We are planning karaoke brunch and more to come. More to come on that, but save the dates if you're going to be going to Denver. This from Pods. This is brand new. On-chain marketplace for short form content. Turn podcasts into viral clips. Get paid in USDC. Fund campaigns. Grow your audience. So if you go to clips.pods.media, if you create short form content, you like to do some editing or anything like that, you can check out and see what the sort of the bounties are right now for doing so. If you have a larger account on one of these platforms like Twitter or TikTok, go take a peek at those as well, because it could be something very easy for you to do. We do have a bounty up there right now. So if you want to create some clips of GM Farcaster, we'd love to see them. I've paid out at least one for each, people have submitted multiple. So I've already paid out one for each of the people who've submitted. There's a small amount of the budget left. So hurry and get yours in, because it'll probably be gone later this morning. So last chance. All right. But very cool. I like the experiment. We're going to see how it goes. For next week, I'm going to run it again, another bounty. But what I want to see is reaction clips or duets or things like that. So I'm going to change it up just a smidge. So we're learning, we're experimenting. So very cool. And this from Patricia X. Lee, opportunity for video creators to win $5,000. Speaking of video creators, make a video by September 22nd about Packy McCormick's essay, The Electric Slide. Also, here's a free content niche idea. Help promote lengthy essays by Substack writers through short form videos about their concepts. Many writers write because they're not as comfortable with creating videos. Video is an important distribution method, and they'd likely appreciate the organic marketing. That is a great idea, honestly, especially if it's stuff you read already. It's a great idea. So go check this out if you're interested in creating a video for Packy's essay here. You read a lot. This is, I know, one of your go-to people that you like to read. Have you read this one?
Packy's a great writer. No.
I haven't either, so I'll have to go check it out. I've kind of gotten off my Substack reading lately. I need to get back in there.
What's up? We've got a Clipper in the audience today.
Hey, Clipper. It's that, I think you're Adam or Adam. I think this is the one that's Adam on TikTok. If I'm right, I'm not positive, but I think that's who you were. And I really liked your style. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I liked the way you did yours. So thank you. Thanks for clipping. All right. And go check out this video. Hey, you got another option here. Another way to earn some money. This is the how to earn money part of our show apparently right now. This is from JC, our friend JC at Aptos. Who wants some funds to fuel your ideas? Come build with us. This is the Aptos Foundation Quick Grants. So this is quick grants for consumer-focused apps, offering grants up to $25,000 to teams building apps that are non-PvP, mobile first, distribution driven. We know there are a ton of builders on the Purple app. So if you can launch fast and iterate faster, come FAFO on Aptos. So this is building specifically on the Aptos chain. So just be aware of that and go check this out. So very cool. I like that they're still hanging out on Farcaster.
Nice I like you talking about the how to make money on Farcaster segment. I feel like we could turn that into a regular segment.
Totally.
Also, because we know you'll never get money from X creator.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's coming. Next part coming. Next part of links. I think that's the last of it. I think that's the ending of it. I saved it for the end because I knew we were gonna have a discussion. So this is from Moon Pappy. I just analyzed my Farcaster Aura on Auraster. It should be, there needs a C in there. I kept calling it Auracaster. Grade A, Aura points 187, current rank 4. This was a really cute thing from DX Farid, who I was not familiar with, but cute little check your aura. And the funniest thing about this was, I think my rank even went down a little bit. My name. Oh, I got an A. Oh, good. It was a B before. Must have gone up a smidge. I don't know. But my name, it does not like my name. Look at my things are all hundreds except for my name. That's what brought me down. Brought my aura down.
I'm sorry.
Has a little leaderboard.
A leaderboard.
Yeah, has a leaderboard. We like a leaderboard. So yeah, it's cute. It's cute. Cute little fun thing to check out.
What is aura? I'm doing mine right now.
Aura is like, it's the energy you bring into the room, girl. That is your aura.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things they're checking is your follow ratio. Dude, we don't care about follow ratio on Farcaster though.
We don't. It's true. We don't care. But it is part. Yeah, they had a few things, but the name thing was so funny to me.
Do you think it's based on the length of your name?
Maybe because TO seems to be at the top.
Yeah, and
it's too long.
Well, it's just from a status. Everyone likes the 1, 2, 3 character names.
True. That might be it.
NounishProf is a very long name.
It's very long.
Adrienne is long.
I think NounishProf has aura though, but you have to know what nouns are. If you know what nouns are, it has aura. I guess if you don't, it probably doesn't matter. So funny. All right.
Oh,
so let's dive into
on the top of the leaderboard. Justin on a lot of I mean, he's number 3. Yeah. Trisel.
Oh yeah, look
a lot of Jam Farcaster friends.
MVR's up there, yeah. Will. It really is like the short names. Yeah, Trisel was at number 1 for a little while. And then I guess our friend Red Wings. How is but Sigwader, I mean, you can barely say it.
It's
that's why we call it backwards. So we call it the other way. It's funny. But it's cute. It's cute. I like I like it. It's cute. It's a fun little thing. Go check it out. Check your aura. See where you land. Very fun. Very fun. I'm surprised Ted's not further up. I gotta tell you. Short name.
I'm obsessed with my aura report right now. I have 20 out of 20 for everything except my username, which is it's still insane. It's or something. It's just not legendary. And
what percentage? What percentage is
17.5 out of 20.
Okay.
Oh, that's the full report.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can't. Here's a little
for your name. I was just curious because mine was
like
at a 50%, so I was just curious. Yours is probably a little higher.
Oh, 88%, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
88%.
So you're up there.
Hold on, but it's also they check your aura based on your location. I don't have my location set, maybe.
No, I don't think that. I don't have mine either.
No, it is. I have 0 out of 20 for location.
Oh, okay.
If you look on the full report, it will tell you.
Oh, okay. I didn't look in the full report.
So hold on, be right back. Got to go change my location to something that has like sick aura.
Mongolia.
I'm
looking to see if you moved up. Where are you? What are you ranked?
30 something, 38, 36.
All right.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if I can find you here. Oh yeah, there you are. 37.
Dude, there were people setting their location yesterday to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. That was nonlinear and horseback. And I'm so pissed at them. There's no way.
I know. So when you do it, it's just not going to be as special.
I know. And I was going to delete Farcaster off my phone, but now I have to leave it on so I can update my location.
So she can do her location. Just so she can do her location and be like, I'm actually there.
Yeah.
I'm really there.
Like, by the way, so Auracaster, and we can talk, like, Fareed can't get mad at us because we just gave him 10 hours of free airtime. And I can't stop talking about his app. But anyway, his bio is software engineer, SWE period.
Yeah.
Elite shit poster. And then some American flags with guns and eagles. Anyway.
Yep.
So like I was saying, like if normally for me, if I see someone call themselves, like if you self-identify as a shit poster, like I don't want to follow you. Sorry. But I did.
No, but
I did anyway because
we like the aura.
Because you told me I have the aura.
Yeah, we like the mini app.
Okay.
It's cute. It's cute. We like it.
Oh God. Prof, right now.
Yes.
All right. Can you just go back to the Aura app? I'm so sorry. I know I'm derailing our show. Can you refresh the leaderboard?
Okay. Why did you go up? Hold on.
No, refresh. Hold on. You gotta go. Yeah.
Reload page. Why? Who's at the top? Oh my God. How did that happen? Just because you added the location?
Yes, because NYC has Aura. More.
That's hilarious. Okay, Adrienne, for those who are not looking at their screen, Adrienne just moved from 37 to 4.
Even with my long ass username
even with her username that nobody likes.
By the way, right. And I'm next to.
No, yours wasn't that bad though. 88 was not bad. That's not bad. I see you next to me. Yeah. You guys are hanging together now.
By the way, I need to tell Fareed he's not doing the leaderboard right because he's got the rankings, but Red Wings and I are tied and he's showing me as 4 and 3. And that's not proper ranking.
Well,
he was be tied for 3.
True, but also he was there first. So I'm guessing that's why.
You can't even pronounce his username.
DX Fareed. DX Fareed. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, Fareed. We need some adjustment here.
Continues. Okay. I apologize for completely derailing.
Hilarious. Nice. She's already on vacation. Have we mentioned that? She's already on vacation. She's not here with us right today. She's not here. Okay, last thing. Save this for last because a little bit of a discussion. All right. So BAP, Bryce, actually, posted this. This is perfect advertising for Farcaster and TBA. Almost thought he was trolling. And then tagged Dan and Jesse. So this is from Nikita Beer, who is now the head of product for Twitter. What was his past? Was he at Facebook? What was his past?
Maybe, but I think he's also launched a ton of like viral consumer apps for Gen Zers.
Okay. So this is what he posted yesterday. If you want to get rich on X, it isn't going to be through creator revenue or meme coins. Instead, think about one subject matter that you know more about than anyone else in the world. It can be anything: plumbing, menswear, Indian food, furniture, social apps, whatever. Post one unexpected insight you picked from your experience in that area. Keep it under 5 sentences. Do this every day for 6 months. If you stick to it, we will promote your account to others. By the end, you will be recognized as the world's leading expert in that subject area, and you can charge whatever you want for endorsements, your time, or whatever. And no one will be able to take that away from you. Okay. I had many problems with this.
I didn't think I did, and you just reread it, and I realized I actually do.
Like, and so this is, I think some of this post got lost in the discussion. Like, so I had to kind of keep going back and being like, no, I see what you're saying, but let's go back to what he said. And so I had to do that a couple times because I'm like, that's not what I was having a problem with. Like, this starts off with, if you want to get rich on X. And I'm like, okay, what? You lost me there, because then you end up saying basically that you won't get rich on X on Twitter.
No, I think what he's saying,
you might find another path somewhere else, is where I took it. But anyway.
But using X, it's kind of like, if you want to get rich on X, you do it through distribution, not through any other mechanism. So it's, if you want to get rich on X, here's how you can get popular on X, gain a following, and then you can figure out how to monetize your following. And yeah, I think that's valid. I think it's valid.
Well, I mean, and totally like, I mean, that's just what people have been doing since the beginning of time, right? So yeah, like, and but the way this is written, it was almost like, first of all, meme coins aren't going to get you rich, was basically what he's saying, and neither is creator rewards. Both of which may or may not be true. I know a lot of people have made a lot of money on coins, but that's neither here nor there. Are you going to earn a living from creator rewards? Likely not. Like, it's very hard to do that at a scale that is going to be something that's sustainable for most areas of the world. Some areas of the world that may actually not be true. But also, he makes it sound like this is really easy. What's wrong? Like, the other vibe I get from this is easy. Just do this. It's not. It's just very disingenuous to me. Like, it's not that easy. And also, if you only did one post every day, under 5 sentences for 6 months, I'm going to guarantee you will not be seen as the expert in that subject area, the leading leading, but if that's all you do.
I have no problem with this, with what he's saying, and I don't, but see, I going into, think about one subject matter that you know more about than anyone else in the world. So most people don't actually have a subject matter that they know about. And therefore, most people can't get rich on X. I think what he's saying is, if there is something, like if you have, like the internet, the X lets you double down on your niche. If you have, like, niche is valuable. And if you have an expertise, there's a way to monetize it.
Yes, and I don't disagree with that point. However,
you just feel like he's selling a dream that is unrealistic. It's like a little snake oily, like, just do this.
So like, just do this. It's just like, just do this in these 10 easy steps. No, it's not that easy.
But
and I'm not just talking about like from my, my experience, but just just using my brain. If you like, especially, menswear, he mentions menswear. You're talking about dye workwear. Dye workwear isn't popular because he's an expert on menswear. That's one part of it. The other part of this is he engages like a full-on troll, and it's very funny. Like, it's a whole different approach. It's not just him talking about his expertise. It's the way in which he engages that he gets attention. So that's what I mean by, like, no, you won't, it won't happen. It just won't. It's very hard. And also, don't try to be dye workwear, because that spot's already taken. That's my other point in this, is like, it's very hard to find a niche that's not already being done pretty well. So, not saying you shouldn't try, but it's harder than this post makes it seem.
Well,
in these 5 short paragraphs.
Agree to disagree. I still think there's like vast opportunity for creators.
Absolutely.
And again, unexpected insight. What is your take? And just kind of like consistency day after day after day. And then, and obviously this is vastly oversimplified, like all advice on social media. Then it's like, by the end, you're the world's leading and you can charge whatever you want. Okay.
Sure.
Like, cool. I mean, you and I could probably charge whatever we want for endorsements as well, but it doesn't mean,
someone's going to pay for them.
Well, you got to find them. You got to, anyway. And just because you are the foremost world expert in Indian food doesn't mean you have the skills to sell and whatever.
So that's all my problem.
Vastly, yeah. So I think you take offense to this vastly oversimplified.
Yes.
I will say there are people out there in the world who can follow this advice and become rich. And I think that's
sure.
They should. Like
there's probably, a handful that absolutely they aren't doing this. They may have seen this, may start doing this, and it might work out. Cool. For most of you, ain't gonna work.
Yeah. And by the way, this is great, Naomi. So first of all, thank you for coming back because I miss you. You crack me up. Just because you're the world leading expert in X doesn't necessarily mean you're actually in the world. That's actually why there's such an arbitrage for you to get in and be the leading expert, because most people are actually not on X. Like most people are not. So yeah, you can just fake it. I mean, this is the beauty of today. Anyone can just be the expert in whatever you want. And that's what social media lets you do. Just completely be fake it and make money. Why not? Live the dream.
The other part of this where he kind of takes a little dig at meme coins, and creator, what I assume he's talking about is creator coins as well, is most people I know who have done both. They've been on other social, Web 2 as well as Web 3, have made zero in Web 2, like directly from platforms. So from Instagram or from, from Meta, from TikTok, from Twitter, from YouTube. YouTube probably has the highest split. It's most likely where you're going to get paid. But most people have not been paid by platforms. When you come over to Farcaster or the Base app, there's a good likelihood that day one you might earn some crypto. If you start doing that same advice, you'll start earning immediately. Not 6 months, not 18 months, not a year. Like, it's very hard to hit those levels that you need to hit on Twitter. And you had said this, which I think was hilarious. You can be a serf on X, work every day for 6 months, and then be granted the opportunity to make money from someone else. Just make sure you keep following the rules so you don't get kicked out. Or come to Farcaster or TVA, own your identity, and make money on day one. Exactly. Like,
why do you keep thinking my casts are funny?
I do.
These are not meant to be funny. This is just spewing
the truth. I like the way you wrote it. I like the surf word got me. I was like, yes, exactly.
Okay, so that is the analogy of ownership, digital ownership. I mean, blockchain enables digital ownership, and we live in a digital world and everybody rents. Everyone is a serf. Everyone is working for free and you have no upside or no ownership. So even if, that was my biggest objection to the Nikita post. I think his post for X in the X context was 100% valid. Like, I think he's right. I think that it is. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with X. I have a problem with the beauty was, if you do this, we will promote your account.
Yeah. That was the other part.
It becomes, okay, so then I am the serf and I'm going to ask my lord, my feudal lord, for distribution. It's like, have I pleased you, sir? Have I pleased you? And will you give me distribution so that I can go make money off of my following? And as long as I follow your rules, I can keep doing that. But you can take away my following at your whim at any point in time for any reason like that. And then what do I do? Nothing, because I don't actually own my identity. I don't own my account.
Right.
And that is the biggest issue with his post. It's not that I don't disagree with what he's writing. I disagree with the framing. So it's like, that's why I care about.
There are a lot of aspects of the framing that I didn't, just was like, no, wait.
And then why, you can, you can criticize Farcaster for not being decentralized enough and not having, whatever, but we own our FIDs.
Yeah.
And if we are able to amass a large following and give value to a lot of people, and one, to your point, we can monetize it right away because the platform, I mean, I have an earnings tab and I'm making money. That's great. I feel that's fantastic. But if Merkel someday decides they don't like our content, today they like us, they promote us. I was lucky. We were lucky enough to be on that auto follow list. We haven't talked about that in a while. We appreciate that, but
bring it back.
What if someday, bring it back. We need it. But if someday they don't, it's like, if you have a big enough following, you can just be like, okay, guys, come find me on farcaster.com. I have a new.
We could literally, just start posting on the Base app. Just start posting on Recaster. Just start, there's still other places to go. And that is, a big difference. A big, big difference. We are all serfs in the techno-feudalism. Yes. Yes.
I mean, if you want ownership, you can buy stock in tech companies. Like, you can own a piece of that upside. That's it. Like,
that's it.
But
there was a lot of discussion, went back and forth with Ted a little bit here. I'm just going to read part of hers. My more charitable take is that Nikita is encouraging people to hone and share their craft, which will unlock more financial freedom and independence than creator rewards can. And I agree with that stance. I don't disagree with that. I just think he dumbed it down so that it made it seem very easy. That doesn't mean earning money day one from posting content isn't net positive. And I don't think we should knock Nikita down for this advice, especially because it's advice that's true across any social platform, including Farcaster at scale. And then there was a couple other discussions. Like, I had talked with Ted and Depressive Hacks about people earning, because I literally, until yesterday, had not heard of anyone with small accounts earning on Twitter. Like, never. And even the ones who have very large accounts earning fairly small amounts. So that had been what I've seen. So I did hear from Depressive Hacks that she has earned, I think it's she has earned on Twitter, and has actually earned more. And she's like, not a lot, like I think you said $100 a month or something like that. But that's the first person I'd heard with that size following who had made anything. And then, and Ted had mentioned a couple anecdotally that she's seen of people who've done that, but she said, 18 months. I was like, okay, that makes a little more sense. It's just not happening in 6 months. It's not, it would take you would have to spend an incredible amount of time. And then if you're starting from scratch, it's really tough. So
and also it's like, right. And if you're going to do that, why are you going to Twitter and not TikTok? Go TikTok.
That's right. I mean, you could do, or Substack, or, you know what I mean? Like, so, because the other thing, like, they are transparent as to how you earn. I will say that, but it's not easy. Like, this ain't easy. You can go through and look. Like, you have to have like 5 million impressions, organic impressions in 3 months.
I think the advice though should be, you know how like it was like when you ask kids what they want to be, and the percent of people who say they want to be an influencer has gone up, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I just would never recommend someone be a content creator as a career path. It's like you go into it because you need to.
Yeah.
Like,
or you have some
need to meaning like you have this, like, meaning like you
passion.
have to. Yes. That's what I meant by the need, not that you need to earn, like,
The other thing is you have to qualify for at least $500 in rewards before they pay you. And it says right in their terms, it may take 90 days for you to qualify. Like, it's
right.
So when I compare that to Farcaster or the Base app and these other things, Zora, like, you can earn day one. So you could be all these same things with this expert in your field. Do both is my point. Do both. Like, if you're going to go follow this advice, do it over here too, because at least you'll be making a little bit while you're building that audience. So that's all I'm saying.
You got me in such a bad mood this morning. It's Friday morning. Sorry. I'm trying to go on vacation. I'm finding myself so annoyed again.
Sorry.
Directed at Nikita. I'm like, Dad, why is he annoying me? Why am I letting someone else annoy me? But I was just even thinking about Farcaster. It's like, to his point, it's like, okay, if you want to make money on Twitter, you have to please the algorithm, which literally means pleasing him and Elon, right? So that is that, even though they said whatever. But on Farcaster, it's like, I just have such an offense to kind of centralized authority for things, not because it's just inefficient.
Right.
So
I mean,
it doesn't
mostly what you're going to, the first money that you're probably going to earn is probably not coming from Farcaster that you would earn on the base app or Farcaster. It will be from somebody tipping you.
Right. Or collecting your NFT as your cast as an NFT and giving you $1. So it's like, what is the likelihood, especially if you have your little niche? Why do I have to get promoted through Twitter to find that? Like, this is the beauty of the internet, is you shouldn't need some sort of centralized authority to deem you as worthy of promotion. It's just go find your people, use a hashtag on Farcaster, find your people through hashtags, and that'd be so funny if the base app starts supporting hashtags. We should talk to Anari about adding that in.
Yeah.
Just troll Farcaster.
Hashtags, please. The other thing I was thinking, because Twitter is so text-based, also Substack, like, you can't even have subscribers on Twitter until you hit those levels. So why wouldn't you also do something like Substack, which, this was from Matthew, hate to say it, but Substack is a new Farcaster. Disagree, but I get what he's saying. And I've thought this for a while, that is actually more competition than a lot of the other platforms. Probably Twitter, but also, more so than Reddit. I feel like Substack is probably more so than Reddit, just because it's going in a different direction, and it's trying to be much more social. So if I was an expert in something, I would at least do Substack also, or jump over on Farcaster or the base app and do Twitter too. But don't, if you're not a video person, I'm assuming TikTok is the quickest way by far. You can grow an account very quickly there. If you just go viral once, you can blow up, but it's much harder to do that on Twitter. So just my 2 cents. All right, Adrienne, we'll move on. We've only got a couple more things, and then you can go on vacation. This will make you laugh.
Right. This is
funny. Do not. This is from Triumph. So in response to this from Unusual Whales, digital content creators are among the dozens of occupations that the Treasury Department has deemed eligible for the no tax on tips deduction per BI, Business Insider. They explicitly name streamers, influencers, and podcasters. And then Triumph, I have to call myself an influencer. Everyone log out. I need to be alone right now. This is really funny. I want to clarify something on this, because I've looked into this. The tax on tips thing is not a no tax on tips. It's not like you still have to report the income. If you want to get this deduction, you have to itemize your taxes. That's part of it. So if you take a standard deduction, you can't take that. You have to. So it's going to not really be and also, if you make more than $25,000, you don't qualify. So there's a few things here. So just look into this carefully before you get too excited, is all my point. But I just thought this was really funny. So yes, you do have to call yourself an influencer, Triumph. You are now an influencer.
Also, Triumph, you've always been an influencer, so stop pretending.
That's what I said to Pugson too. I'm like, I have some bad news for you. You already are. It's too late. So funny. And then this was funny. I'll explain this, because you were like, this is funny. So this is Oxen posts this. Someone named Jordan. This is pretty dystopian, man. I don't know. Gary Tan saying, you're thinking Chinese surveillance, US-based surveillance helps victims and prevents more victims. Okay. So it took me a minute. I had to go find the original, because I was like, what? And this was the original. Gary Tan had posted about flock safety. Currently solves 700,000 reported cases of crime per year, which is about 10% of reported crime nationwide. And they're just getting started. It's happening. So I assume this is drone surveillance. AI startup Flock thinks it can eliminate all crime in America. So the conversation that was happening in this thread, which I can't bring it all up, I'm not logged in, basically was like, wait, this sounds like Minority Report is what the conversation was that led to this. This is pretty dystopian, man. I don't know. This feels like Minority Report. This feels like you're going to try and arrest people before they've even committed crimes based on this AI information. And that sounds not good. So this kind of was some funny comments in here. Thoughts, Adrienne?
And I honestly, I just can't stop laughing at what Gary Tan wrote, because as in, we can have a million conversations about surveillance and crime solving.
Yeah.
And but hey, I'm not really a fan of crime or violent crime, and I appreciate when I live in cities that are safe, and I appreciate there being justice, and but his comment of like, no, China's bad, but our surveillance good.
Yeah.
Like we're in the, did he really write? Like, how do you write that and not, like, it's just the funniest thing. I don't even want to talk about crime. I just want to talk about what he wrote. It's just so funny to me.
Yeah. It was just like, huh? What?
Be like, oh, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Thank
the
you.
American surveillance good. China surveillance bad. Same thing. Same thing.
It's not the same thing. Hold on. We can actually talk. I know what
we can.
Listen, we have a lot of freedoms. We have a lot of freedom.
Mm-hmm. We do.
I can't think of I'm very, very happy to live in America.
At the moment.
So I don't want to pretend it is that, like, it is different, but just the tone deafness of being able to be like, oh, it's the,
Yeah. So there's trade-offs, and there's trade-offs in everything we do regarding laws, period. Like, there's trade-offs. So you trade-offs, safety for giving up freedom. And then a lot of people are talking about Patriot Act and things like that. So sometimes justified, sometimes not. Do I want some cameras around outside businesses? Like, do I care that there's a camera at the ATM? No, I do not. I want things to be recorded. Should I get mugged at an ATM? Like, I'm okay with that. So it's all that, like, where, when, how, how is this all being put into place? There's a lot of concerns over Palantir as well, Peter Thiel's company, and having a lot of our data now and that kind of stuff. And so there's just some things happening that people are getting a little concerned about. And I don't think Gary read the room.
Yeah, it's just
that's what it came down to. Didn't quite read the room. But very interesting. But it is feeling a little dystopian. I mean, you can't say it doesn't. You may feel like that's a fine trade-off. I don't know, depending on where you live and what's what, but also you might feel like that's a little intrusive. So here we are. And then back to Cassie. I wonder what she feels about this. That's what we should have tagged on this. And Naomi has the solution. Just going to do crime indoors. There you go. There you go, people. And she would like to go back to the old days. The KGB agent would just stalk you instead of the drones. There you go. Make them work for it. Just make them work for it. Work harder. All right. Adrienne, that is it. That's all I got. We're going to end it there, and you're going to ride horses in Mongolia and hopefully share some of that with us eventually. But I hope you take some time off and just don't. Just don't. It's fine.
Yes. I mean, you'll either get pictures littered along the way, or you'll get the full dump when I get back. But I'm very excited to share all my adventures.
I can't wait to hear about it. Yeah, I'm very excited to hear about it.
I can't wait to coin all my pictures.
Do you have your little thing, the little thing to show us what you're going to be living in?
Oh, I mean, I can go get it.
Go get it.
If you want to. Okay.
Yes. We need it for the
Hold on. Be right back.
She'll be right back. You have to see this thing. You'll understand in a moment. I should have mentioned this to her early on so she would have it ready. But she has this little, I don't forget what it's called, so she'll have to tell us when she jumps back on. But she'll show you exactly what she's going to be sleeping in. And I immediately was like, hell no. Hell to the no. All right. Show everybody what you're going to be sleeping in. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. You're going to be at base camp in the mountains. So it's like we're both kind of camping. By the way, our backgrounds
I'm going to be in a nice hotel lodge.
Background today is base camp from 2024. Okay.
Yeah. And
this here, guys, is a Mongolian ger. It's like a yurt, but it's Mongolian style.
Yurt. That was the word I was trying to remember. Yurt.
Yeah, but Mongolians call them gers. It's a circular little tent. It'll be built with canvas. And then look, you just got a little flap. Can you see in the inside? And in the inside, we will be sleeping in sleeping bags, but we'll have little cots. So it'll be super luxurious. And there will also be a wood-burning stove.
Super luxurious.
And there'll be a wood-burning stove inside with a nice little chimney so we can keep ourselves warm at night because it's going to get cold. And if you have to go potty, you have to go outside. And then if you want to wash up, you take a little metal bowl, and you fill it from the river, and you put it on your stove, and you warm up the water. You get a little washcloth and you clean yourself up. And I'll be living like that for two weeks.
Oh my God.
And
it wouldn't last a day. Wouldn't last a day.
There we go.
Would not last a day.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Peachy, who has helped me prepare, because at home, my skincare routine has about 17 bottles of things. And I need to be very strategic about what I pack. Because everything you pack, I can take a big duffel bag, but it's going to go on pack horses or camels or things. So you kind of want to you got to pack light.
Light, yeah.
So I have trimmed my skincare down to
Did you say camels?
One product. Yeah, camels.
You ride camels in Mongolia?
Yeah.
I did not know there were camels in Mongolia.
We're going. So Mongolia has it to the south. It's got the Gobi Desert in the south, lots of camels. Okay. In the north, you're
getting a real good peek at my lack of geography in this area of the world.
They have reindeer, and they actually ride reindeer and herd reindeer. Cool. So Mongolians are herders, and there's the five big animals. They call it the big five. It's yak, goat, sheep, camel, horse.
Okay, did not know there were camels there. I didn't realize there was a desert that close by. Okay.
And if you want to know more, just ask Nonlinear or Horse Facts.
Because they're both there right now. Camel Facts. We call them Camel Facts.
Should I do Eagle Facts? Is there an Eagle Facts? I'll be hunting with golden eagles.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, she's going to take lots of pics and going to share all that when she gets back. I'm very excited to hear about it, but I'm really glad I'm not going because none of that sounds fun to me. Not one part of that sounds fun. I'm going to be at base camp. Now, next week I'll be on. I will have guest hosts every day. Right now, I can tell you, Monday we will have Melissa Burberry will be my guest co-host. Wednesday we'll have Rachel Wilkins. And Friday, I'm working on Toady Hawk, but I'm not sure if he's confirmed yet. So it might be a better kind of week. We'll see. Awesome. It's going to be fun. And then the following week, I'll be at base camp. We will be off that week. And then I'll circle back the week after that. And Adrienne will be back on with us the following Friday. So very excited. Very fun. And also, while you're gone, You know what's happening while you're gone, which we'll have
Basecamp?
to
I actually
about.
did think about all the things I'm going to
Yeah.
miss. Like, what if more people create L1 blockchains?
And you're not even going to be aware of it.
That's right. Like, what if someone
I
on Twitter
almost guarantee that's going to happen?
What if someone on Twitter says something outrageous?
It's definitely going to happen.
What if?
But you know what else is happening? September 13th. You're going to miss it. You're going to be in Mongolia. It's also on a Saturday, luckily. That is our anniversary. 2 years.
Oh,
2 years. We'll celebrate when you get back because it's on a Saturday anyway. So when you get back, we'll celebrate. Like the 19th or something, we'll celebrate, or whatever the date is, the 26th. Wow, you're gone for a long time. All right. With that, everybody, I will see you on Monday with Melissa Burr. Adrienne will be off riding horses and hunting eagles and living in her yurt or whatever that thing's called. She's so happy. And just looking at that gives me just
anxiety.
Anxiety. Yeah, I couldn't sleep in that. Bye, Mom.
Thumb, we need to DM you about something. We have an idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were talking about you earlier. Oh, yeah, I didn't show that. But yeah, you guys should go check out Thumb's video. We won't play it here. I'll just show you. It was hilarious, though. You got to go check it out. I love that. Thank you always to our sponsors, Ramp. Very funny. So go check this out and go help him promote it so that the TBPN people see it. But really funny. I didn't know what was going on in this video. It took me a minute to realize you were doing a mock of them because I almost felt like it felt a little too real. But it was really funny. So well done. And the clapping was hilarious. So great job, Thumb. Go check that out. It'll be in our show notes as well. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Safe travels, Adrienne. And we will see you. I will see you on Monday. Until then, bye.